Good day, Cemetery Road, Baptist Church and beyond. Indeed, South Yorkshire, this whole bubble that we're in. It's really good to be with you again on Tuesday, the 3rd of November. It's not much you can say. Each day is a wake up to something different each and every day. But firstly, I want to pray for those people in Turkey who are still being searched for after the natural disasters there, and also the shooting I heard today was in Vienna. I didn't catch all of the news, but obviously our thoughts certainly go out for all the families and people involved in those atrocities. No time is a good time, but when you're closing on Christmas, where you're potentially hoping to spend time with loved ones, then comes the hard memory, doesn't it, of the loss. So our thoughts firstly go out to the people around the world who are struggling and suffering at this time. And today I want to talk to you about something as a kid in Coventry. Every kid had one, all different colours. Some were a bit more trendy than others. Some were like mine, which is a bit of a market jobby. But it's the cagoule. Or in France they call it the cagoule. Oh, okay, well, I can speak French, I guess. Now I wanted to laugh at the guy who first invented this. He's called Noel Bibby, until you read that he was a Royal Marine. So I'm not going to laugh his name. In fact, he's a legend in my eyes. I fully respect the guy. So Noel Bibby invented this, and the cagoules were released later under their brand name Peter Storm, which is obviously still going to this day. So been a very successful venture for them. But the cagoule was amazing, wasn't it? It was something you could pack up so tightly and wrap around your waist in the days when it was not shameful to have a bum bag. Am I allowed to say bum bag? Or a bag around your waist. And then when that first droplet of rain hit my mum or my dad, get your cagoule out. The bright yellow cagoule, out it came, over my head until they realised the zip wasn't undone, and then they had to take it off and do the zip, put it on, and then there I was, the walking bright coloured tent that I believe NASA could see from space. And that's certainly how it felt. I could fit everything under my cagoule. I had a backpack and I had whatever else I was carrying, and it would cover the lot of me. And there's a lot of me to cover. There was even back then. But that was the cagoule, and kids had one. They were convenient, and they came out at the right times, didn't they? You wore them in case of an emergency, which, well, let's face it, on this island happens a lot. And that emergency was rain or wind or both. And I remember it used to stick to me as well. If you got a bit sweaty underneath it, you'd have to pick like a shower curtain. A cagoule is just like a walking shower curtain. It sticks to you and you have to peel it off and get out of the way of it. And then roll it up again and wait for the next season that it comes out. And that's where I'm led today to Ecclesiastes 3. I do love this because it almost sounds like I'm rapping or rhyming, because the heading for this is a time for everything, and even the lowly cagoule that every parent made their kid wear when I was young had its season, it had its time to come out. And I'll read Ecclesiastes 3 for you. It says, a time for everything. For everything there's a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. We know about that. A time to seek and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to tear, a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. Isn't that beautiful? And we are going through these times, aren't we, where so many things are happening, they're not happening, going ahead and not going ahead, in a very uncertain time. What do you do at Christmas? Are we inviting family? Are we not inviting family? It's very weird. And part of my encouragement yesterday was to keep talking to each other, keep praying for each other. Let's keep doing that, because there is a time for everything, including all these things I've just listed. Maybe missing a few out, maybe the killing and stuff like that. But there is certainly time for peace. There's a time for love, and there will be a time to embrace again. Not quite right now, if you're not with people in your bubble, but there will be a time to embrace. And we have to hold on to that promise that's there in Ecclesiastes, don't we? That there will be a time. And God will let us know when that time is. When things have finally maybe been controlled, there's a vaccine there, or whatever's ahead of us. There is a time for everything. So have confidence, have faith in what's coming, and security in God, knowing that things are tough. Nobody doubts that for a minute, and they probably won't get much easier over the coming weeks. But there is a time for everything, and there will be a time when we will get through this and meet again. God bless you guys. Hope you're safe. Stay safe. Stay gelled up. Look out for emails and stuff about Christmas card competition that's coming up, and all of our Sunday activities. So God bless you all, and see you soon.